drift wide coming through turn one. Didn't see another car involved there. It's Timothy Buret who was behind the wheel of that car. And in second place, already the IMSA safety trucks are there, and already I see the driver is out of the car. Fantastic work by the safety team. That has been a very big incident indeed. Coming through turn one. He's rolled it. It's actually gone all the way over and back onto its wheels. Exactly the same wiggle that Felipe Nasr had when he came into contact with Vautier leaving the pit. Exactly the same wiggle in exactly the same place. Went left, snapped right, but without Vautier there to straighten him back up again, which is effectively what happened for Nasr. He's gone into the tyre wall and rolled it over back onto its wheels, or what was left of its wheels. The door opened, the safety cell has done its job, and Buret is out of the car. But that was a very, very big incident indeed. Looked like even some of the tyre barriers might have gone over the fence there. Such was the ferocity of the impact. The AMR Cayenne GTS on the scene as well now. Just to reiterate, Timothy Buret out and walking around. And there are some tyres that have made their bid for freedom, some of the banded tyres. Over the other side of the wall. Now, what I can't tell you is whether they were there to start with or whether they were flicked there by the car. But that, Nick Damon, was a very big shunt, and so reminiscent of what happened to Felipe Nasr on his first flying lap when he hit the Tristan Vautier Mustang sampling Cadillac, who was coming out of the pit lane. And do you know what? That was his first flying lap as well. So tyres not up to temperature and pressure.
But the way it flew off with completely unabated speed, it's almost like you look at it, if you didn't know it was his first lap, you think it had a brake failure, because it just literally speared off the track like it was a breakage. But you say, of course, you're going round at, I don't know, what do you turn in at 140 miles an hour perhaps in one of those cars, perhaps 130, yeah. And everything's going great. It snapped bang. Yeah, you're actually back on the power at that point, so you're not going to have any time to actually do anything. You might get your foot off the throttle, but get the other foot on the brake. It's very unlikely. So you have no retardation. You actually then just hit the wall at that speed. But
you know what? I remember there's no tyre warmers, no tyre warming of any kind in IMSA competition, and I just wonder, with these cooler temperatures, maybe taking a little bit longer to come up. And I'm not just talking about grip here, Nick. I'm talking about ride height, because it's pressure as well as temperature. And as the temperature comes up, obviously it stiffens the tyre sidewalls, and it gives you a little more ride height. And I just wonder, because that was like a carbon copy, an action replay of what happened to Felipe Nasr in the DPi car. All right, I know this is a different classic car, but it is an LMP2 car, which is the same basic chassis. I just wonder if the car is grounding out on a bump that once you get your tyres up to temp, you don't feel on that exit, because it was right in the middle of the road. It wasn't in what I would have normally said was the bumpy part of the exit of turn one.
Yeah, the other thing I'm just wondering is, because we've got so much mechanical grip from the track itself, are drivers getting overconfident too quickly? So because the track feels so good, they're misunderstanding what the actual grip level is, and they're not taking into account the normal amount of caution you need until you're up to pressure, because you're not sliding, because there's so much, which is the giveaway. Oh, I'm sliding. Oh, right, I've got a bit of a problem. But because there's so much mechanical grip just in the track surface because of the lack of rain and the extra rubber, that they're perhaps getting bought into too much of a positive feeling about where the car is. But that is absolutely right, John. That's going over something. He's getting a snap either on a bounce or because he's just overloaded the rear tyres, which chemically can't give the grip because they haven't got the heat. Mechanically and aerodynamically, it's fine. There's grip from the track and there's grip from the downforce. But the chemical side, which obviously needs the heat to work, that's what he's not got.
Not quite 45 minutes since the 5th full course caution, this being the 6th. Still at the moment on course for getting somewhere close to the 3:48 distance record. Shea, Adam, you were broadcasting with me at the same time as at the time when Nasr's incident happened. That absolutely extraordinarily similar, the attitude of the car. All right, no other car involved, but